Thank you. Okay. Can you tell me your life in community media?
I am a community radio trainer and I am one of the board members as well as trainers of Radio 3ZZZ. That is Melbourne's largest ethnic community radio
Oh, yeah, I
station.
know.
And I am also the youth rep of the NEMBC, and that is the National Ethnic and Multi Broadcasters. Sorry, NEMBC, the National Ethnic and Multicultural Broadcasters Council, and basically NEMBC is the umbrella body for all ethnic community media in Australia. So that covers radio and TV. So any ethnic programs, on ethnic radio or on TV that has an ethnic component and it is actually an umbrella, is actually a member of it. So I believe Channel 31 in Melbourne is also part of the NEMBC. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to know, how do you think the community television, what's the importance of community television? Why this country Australia linked the community television?
Community TV, it's really important because it's not only supports the program makers, but it supports the audience. Because commercial TV, it's too commercialized, and there are gaps in commercial TV. Community TV, such as Channel 31 in Melbourne, it does a lot of things which it has lots of programs, such as, like, there is a fishing program, there are lots of language programs there, and it's a lot of them are made by independent makers, and without community TV, all these community independent makers do not have an avenue of where to go, and they can't showcase their products. And for audience wise, it's a really good, valuable source of information as well, because a lot of things which we see on commercial TV, it's not what the audience wants. There is a gap, for example, if like on Channel 31 you have, for example, the fishing program or the home improvement program, without all those programs, those fishing enthusiasts and all that, they would have to turn to other channels such as the internet, and they would have to turn to TV or sources from other countries and not in Australia. So it's really important that we have something made in Australia for the audience. Yeah.
And one question is, how about the languages? I mean, the commercial TV can only provide audience one or limited languages.
Yes,
but
correct.
The community TVs can be available for many languages. So do you think that way kind of multiculturalism?
Yes.
How do you think of it?
Yeah. So it's really important that community TV is sustained and is kept alive, because like what you've mentioned, the major commercial TV stations, they all only broadcast in English. There are plans for, I think, one of the stations to broadcast language programs such as a Mandarin or Cantonese program, but then again, who knows how long that will take. The other major TV station is SBS, which does language programs, and basically what they do, it's only news. However, in community TV, they do more than news. They do a language program, and it's really important because not a lot of people can listen. They don't have access to the internet, and TV, it's really accessible, it's easily accessible, and with community TV, with their language programs, people can actually connect to their own native language. A very good example would be people staying in a nursing home. Many of them, for example, the Greeks, they have migrated from Greece many years ago, and because of that, they have limited English, and because of that, they can't really watch commercial TV because they do not know what is happening. Language programs in community TV is really important because it connects them to their background, and with that, for example, 1 hour every week, because of that, they are able to not only listen to the news or watch the news, but they are able to enjoy something. For example, if there is a Greek program, a lifestyle program, or even program, for example, where to go and eat, or how to access resources and all, it's really important for that program, a language program for it
Yeah, yeah.
to be
So,
around.
The Mr. Tobor said that in the future they will use the internet instead of broadcasting channel. So do you think the internet can replace the
TV?
TV?
No,
Yeah.
it cannot replace TV because not lots of people have internet, and if you look at the older people, statistics have shown that yes, people, lots of the elderly are taking up internet classes and using the internet. But then again, there is still the minority that do not have access to the internet, and all they have access is to a radio and TV. If you are going to take off community TV and community radio, that's the end of it, because you will isolate people, and then they will have nowhere to turn to. Think of the poor people in nursing homes and all that. They do not have access to the internet. Yeah, so it's really important that community TV is still there for people who do not have access to the internet. And besides, internet content on the internet is not localized. A lot of them, it's to a global audience, whereas if you have community TV is very localized to a specific area, so you get information only for your local area, for example, just for Melbourne or for Geelong. Whereas if you are watching an internet TV channel, it's worldwide. It might be the states and such, or so the audience is really big. It's not concentrated and it's not localized, which is something which we really need.
Yeah. So, from your point of view, what's the future of our community television?
It's very hard to tell based on government funding. I know that the government really wants to close it because it's just a cost-saving measure for them. But obviously, they can always allocate funds from somewhere. So I believe that community TV should actually continue staying on, and they should provide funding and access to it and make it accessible, even though if it's digital. If they have a digital only ban, that would make sense, just to provide, instead of analog and digital, just to have it digital. That is fine, as long as they do not take it away from the people.
So do you believe that once they are replaced by the internet, the community TV is going to die, or it will have a wider audience?
Well, it all depends. Definitely, if the channels are going to be streamed online as well, there will be a bigger audience. But then I believe community TV should always still be there, not only for the wider audience, but for the local community, because I believe everything community TV does should be for the community, and it needs to be for a specific audience in the geographical location. So for example, if it's Melbourne, it should be tailored specifically for Melbourne, and we should have it just for Melbourne, and it should stay on so that people in Melbourne will be able, those without an internet connection will be able to still access the content.
Okay. Thank you for your interview.
No worries.
I will write your content to my final online feature. Thank you.